Hello and welcome to Thailand Confidential. This is Mike and it's a pleasure to have you again. Today is a rainy day in Patong. It's part of it. It's no big deal because it never gets cold here. I'm easy to please. I'm retired. And today's subject is going to be teaching in Thailand. Teaching in Thailand is, the Thais see it as a necessity. English speaking skills is very valuable. So when people attain the ability, they can move up, okay? It's the difference between, someone that's, cleaning rooms at a hotel or somebody working at the front desk and they're checking people in. I mean, there's a hierarchy, of course, and that is a viable means of education. So I'm on my way, to work, I guess. The reasoning for me is that, I kind of need a schedule. Back when I was working a year ago and for many years before that, I was in law enforcement in Michigan, United States. I would go to work and work 8 to 16 hours every day, work my days off for the most part, holidays. A shout out to all my MDOC brothers and sisters. Proud of all of you that wear the uniform. I have 2 sons that wear the uniform. Anyways, back to teaching English. I went to college for 8 years and I thought, well, maybe I would use my my degrees abroad. And so after party time was over, after I got settled in, after I did about 6 months of pleasure traveling throughout the country of Thailand, so I went looking and I applied at some universities that were local, and I got some serious consideration, but the university level, it was doable. But I really didn't come across the planet to start working crazy hours again, and that's what they will do, because the tourist seasons come and go. You're kind of at the mercy of the times. So if there's an influx of needing English speaking teachers, then if they don't have very many to choose from and you have to be working, then guess what? They're gonna work you to death. So I kind of saw that coming with the university. So there's a lot of schools that double as like a service for visa, retirement visa, travel visa, student visa, working visa, and they also employ their services to contract for people to teach English, and that's what I am doing now. So there are a couple different types of certificates. There's TESFL, Teaching English Speaking Foreign Language, okay? And that's like the one that's got where you take, like, you pay like 35, 50 bucks, and it's like 40 hours worth of online classes. You log in, log off, and you pay the money, and it's good. I felt it was necessary because it'd been 25 years since I took English 231, English 131, writing experience, all of those things that you suddenly have to be a genius at again, or at least have a know-how. To go into a classroom when you got multiple people and you want to take them from scratch and get them, you got to have lesson plans. And so I have a master's in education, and that helped a lot, but they want you to have a certificate that if you've already been in the classroom, if you've got credits, it all comes back, right? So and I'm not saying I'm good at it, but at least I know how to devise a lesson plan and put the wheels in motion. And you know, the people are motivated by it. You know, the Thai people are very serious. But it doesn't stop there. Guess what? I'm also teaching Vietnamese students, Chinese students, Japanese students, people that come here on business. So, you know, and through a language school, you can also have it set up where, you know, they'll work you hard for maybe a week and a half. That includes Saturdays and Sundays. And then they'll pump the brakes and give you like a week off. Then they'll put you back in motion. They'll give you these assignments. Man, I like that. I like that because, man, when I was in America, to get to this point, to be able to retire, I'm almost 58, and I'd still be there working and grinding if I hadn't made some decent decisions and led somewhat of a frugal lifestyle, you know, not having a bunch of credit cards and all kinds of expenses and high lavish living. You know, I didn't need to have a brand new vehicle, even though I could have been approved for one, you know. So I did take vacations and I found my home in Thailand, very happy by it, you know. Anyways, the walk from my where I live and to where I teach is 2 kilometers. And like I said, today it's a little overcast. If it rained harder, I would get a taxi. If I took a bike taxi, it'd be about 100 baht. So it'd be like $3 US one way. And that's to be expected. That's not a big deal. But I need the exercise, so I like to walk.
I have been.
I have been.
And I have come.
I have been and I have come. Yes, in the context, you can make that sound like it was previous. It was past tense, yes. Yes. So it is right either way, depending on, you know, the remainder of your sentence. But as you can see here, what we're doing is we're choosing words, and then I leave it completely reliant on the student to make a sentence or question. So then the end result is, look, there's a whole lot of English, and that's what they pay for, and that's what they get. So, and then we'll recite it, repeat it, and then we'll do some other different lesson plan to keep the flow and the vibe going. Now I'm gonna segue into kind of a tip on how to teach well. This right here is called a time kettle. It's called Fluent Talk. The version is Fluent Talk. It's a couple years old, and I started using it just, you know, at the counters, at the stores, the 7-Elevens, you know, if I needed directions and stuff. This thing right here can translate any language to any language, okay? And I use it in the school. Some other teachers use it. Some are surprised and don't know about it. But anyway, this right here, you know, if I'm teaching Vietnamese students, Chinese students, Japanese students, whatever the case may be, this right here, you can imagine it's a lifesaver, and it's helped me score some points on the box. So the way it works here is this, as needed. Like I just said, as needed. If there's a demand for it and it's a popular place, and you go in and, you know, they're confident that you can perform a lesson plan about teaching English and you're successful, and that word travels fast, that you're good with students. I mean, it's all about articulation. If you can sell yourself that way. Now, I came with, you know, a good pedigree. I have 8 years of college under my belt. I have a bachelor's degree, and then I have a master's in education. So, oh, you know what? I want to show you guys something. I'm en route to one of our satellite schools to teach today. It's Saturday, and this is a community, a seaside community called Chalong. And before I go down to the low territory, I want to show it to you. Check this out. Right? Yes, wow. And you know, there's lots of Thailand that brings back memories of America. And as you can see, the way the road, you know, twists and turns, you can check this out. This would be considered a major highway in Thailand. I'm between where I live in Patong Beach and Geelong, where I'm going to work on an assignment for a couple hours. It kind of reminds me of that portion of California, Pacific Coast Highway, where you've got like Malibu Beach and Venice Beach, and then not far away is Pasadena and Hollywood. And you know, the way that the highways twist and turn in that part of California, and also that it's seaside communities, you know, it's a sprawl here. So here's one of the satellite locations where I teach. This is actually a big mall, but on the second floor they have a location of that advertises for English speaking, and they've allowed me to be one of the instructors. It's a really good gig. I mean, you know, in American terms, it's not a lot of money, but you know, it pads my retirement, and it's a lot more fun than what I used to do. I enjoy helping people. You know, you go in and you meet somebody and they're a little shy because of their English or whatever, and you make them feel at ease, and then you take it from there. So there's the entrance, and then I go up to the second floor, and it's a really nice mall. They got a grocery store in here, so if I need items or whatever, and all kinds of restaurants, so I can have my break and I can eat here and everything. So let's go in and see what's going on. By the way, it's extremely hot today. I tell you. Anyways. Okay, here's the grocery store I was telling you about. I did an episode about this. This is called Robinson Mall. It's very, very family friendly. So far, I've had Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, and Thai students. And so here we are. Time to get busy. Afternoon. Okay, this will be my room, and I'll have a student today from China, and I just get my lesson plan ready to go.
I did last night. They are to her house now.
She invited us to her house now.
She invited us to her house now.
Good.
I will invite you to the wedding next month.
Good.
Thank you for inviting me to travel to Vietnam next month.
Yes, well done.
We had a good time and we had time to finish class.
Good, well done, well done.
Can we take picture?
Yes, please do. Lots of work, good work.